Hello and a very warm welcome to each one of you. And today we are going to read about exist in the present from this beautiful book, The Courage to be Disliked. Let me quickly start sharing the screen so that we can read it all together. All right. Exist in the present. So the philosopher says, so in the last chapter, we ended with the young man felt it instinctively. As he sipped the hot coffee, thoughts of his grandfather crossed his mind. So the philosopher says, well, have you worked things out? Youth. Gradually, but yes, it's getting clearer. You don't seem to be aware of it, but just now you said something really over the top. It is a dangerous, rather extreme opinion that just negates everything in the world. Philosopher. Oh, really? What is it? Youth. It's the idea that being of use to someone is what gives one a true awareness of one's worth. If you put in the other way around, a person who isn't of any use to other has no worth at all. That's what you are saying, isn't it? If one takes that to its logical conclusion, then the lives of newborn babies and of invalids and old people who are bedridden aren't worth living either. How could this be? Let's talk about my grandfather. He spends his day bedridden at an old people's house. Since he has dementia, he doesn't recognize any of his children or grandchildren, and his condition is such that he would not be able to go on living without constant care. One simply couldn't think of him as being of use to someone. Don't you see? Your opinion is basically the same thing as saying to my grandfather, people like you aren't qualified to live. Philosopher. I reject that natively. I reject that definitely. You, how do you reject that? Philosopher. There are parents who refute my explanation of the concept of encouragement by saying our children does bad things from morning to night, and there is never an occasion to tell him thank you or you helped me a lot. The context is probably the same as what you are talking about, isn't it? Youth. Yes, it is. So tell me, please, how do you justify that? Philosopher. At this point, you are looking at another person on the level of his, in other words, that person did something. So, from the point of view, it might seem that the bedridden old people are only a nuisance and are of no use to anyone. So, let's look at other people not at the level of act, but on the level of being. Without judging whether or not other people did something, one rejoices in their being there, in their very existence, and one calls out to them with words of gratitude. Hello, Anshika. Thank you for joining in.
Hi, Vanna. Hi, Karishma. Sorry for having me here. So sorry. So sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So here we are talking about, yes, I just started a bit back, wherein we are talking about exist in the present. In the last chapter, there was a very beautiful line, if you were there, that we when we contribute something to the society or anybody else, we find worth, we feel worthy at that time. क्योंकि अगर हमारे पास कुछ होगा ही नहीं तो हम देंगे भी कैसे ना. तो यूथ हैज आस्क्ड कि इसका मतलब है कि जो भी नहीं दे पा रहा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल द बेडरिडन ओल्ड पीपल और द न्यू बॉर्न बेबीज, दे आर नॉट एबल टू डू गिव एनीथिंग बैक, so that they are not worthy. To which the philosopher has just answered to the youth about this, कि अगर हम और लोगों को instead of act level of acts, we start looking at them as level of being, it will make it more worthwhile. That's what I understood from there. Without judging whether or not other people did something, one rejoices in their being there, in their very existence, and one calls out to them with words of gratitude. So the youth says, you call out to their existence. What on earth are you talking about? Philosopher. If you consider things at the level of being, we are to use to others. We are of use to others and have worth just by being here. This is an indisputable fact. तो हाँ ठीक है, अगर मैं कुछ नहीं भी करती तो my kids are happy seeing me, right? उनको कुछ तो मिल ही रहा होगा ना. My husband would be happy to seeing me around. There are times when I'm doing nothing and he just wants me to be there, sitting next to him or maybe in the same room. कुछ तो पर्पस सॉल्व हो ही रहा होगा दिल में, इस हाथ में तो है कोई. This is how I am seeing it. What do you understand from this, Anshika?
Yeah, even I felt the same. Like I joined little in between. So, but the point that I got is even when you're not able to give, you are giving something, and it doesn't have to be something materialistic. Like it can be a thing like your kind words or your like like being in gratitude to that person, and that means a lot too. So like instead of focusing like what
हाँ
we can
मतलब
receive,
ये तो
like
बड़ा वो
in
हो
the
जाता
life.
है ना. ये तो बड़ा वो हो जाता है ना कि क्या यार, इस बंदे को अगर मैं इसके काम का हूं तभी मेरे से ही थिंक्स दैट आई एम वर्दी. अगर मैं तुम्हारे किसी काम का ही नहीं हूं तो आई एम नॉट वर्दी क्या?
एग्जैक्टली, पर ऐसा नहीं
There are
होता ना.
so many people. So there are so many people. अभी किसी काम का नहीं है कोई XYZ जो सड़क पे, but does that mean that he is not worthy? मेरे किसी काम का
तो
ये नहीं है कि किसी और के भी काम का नहीं होगा. और मेरे किसी काम का नहीं है का मतलब ये भी नहीं है. सो जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि कोई तो सड़क से निकल रहा है. आई हैव नथिंग टू डू विद दैट पर्सन बिकॉज दैट पर्सन इज नॉट इवन डूइंग एनीथिंग फॉर मी. बट जस्ट as a if we see that person as a level of being, we will be like, yeah, good, he's doing good, whatever he's doing, chalo badhiya hai. This is something deep, we can think about it. I mean, I like this point. Instead of, क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत बार लगता है ऐसा कि there are times when uh I don't know whether I should be saying it on this platform or not, but yeah, I'll say it. There are times when my husband feels that मेरे मम्मी पापा किसी काम के ही नहीं हो उसके लिए, but indirectly they are of worth to them because I am too much related to them. My lot of things depend on my parents. And मैं खुश रहूंगी तो नीरज भी खुश रहेगा, right?
and if your parents were not there, where were you from?
Exactly.
Like he is seeing in present right now, but like look back like 30 years or 40 years, whatever is your age. So
Exactly.
yeah, depending on that, your existence depends on them. And your
Exactly.
and current mental peace and everything also depends on them, right? They are your charging source.
Hmm. So this is what normally I tell him as well. कि क्या बात कर रहे हो? They have been very kind to you. नहीं होती तो क्या करते आप?
Right.
uh, that's how it is. All right. So youth says, no way. Enough joking around. Being of use to someone just by being here, that's got to be straight out of some new religion. Philosopher. Well, for example, suppose your mother has a car accident. Her condition is serious and her life may be in danger. At a time like that, you would not be wondering if your mother did something or anything of the sort. More than likely, you will just be thinking you will be glad if she makes it and you are glad that she is holding on right now. Oh my god, this is so relatable क्योंकि जब मेरी मम्मी को हार्ट अटैक हुआ था तो नीरज was the first one to run. And he was the one, छोड़ो छोड़ो आप अपनी कार छोड़ो, come in my car and let's go to the doctor. And he was so relieved when my mom was getting treated and he was like around, oh don't worry papa, don't worry Kishi, it's okay, she will be fine and this and that. And Wow, such a beautiful answer. Huh? Such a beautiful way of seeing that. अगली बार if he says something, na, I'll remind him of that only. Wow. Youth. Of course I would. Philosopher. That's what it means to be grateful on the level of being. Your mother might not be able to do anything in her critical condition that would be considered an act, but just by being alive, she would be supporting the psychological state of you and would therefore be of use. The image, एक minute, let me, कहाँ गया? That's what it means to be grateful at the level. Okay, this is here. The same would be, okay, the same could be said for you too. If your life was in danger and you were hanging on by a thread, the people around you would probably feel very gladdened just by the very fact of your existing. They would simply feel thankful that you are safe in the here and now and would not be wanting you to perform some direct act. At the very least, there is no reason they would have to think that way. So instead of thinking of oneself on the level of acts, first of all, one accepts oneself on the level of being. This is truly profound. I love this one. Seriously. So the youth says, that's an extreme example. Everyday life is different. Philosopher, no, it is the same. Youth, what is the same about it? Try and give me more everyday examples, please. If you can't, I won't be able to agree with this. So the philosopher says, all right, when we look at other people, we are not prone to construct our own ideal image of ourselves, which we then detract from and judge. Imagine, for example, a child who never talks back to his parents, excels in both schoolwork and sports, attends a good university, and joins a large company. There are parents who will compare their child to such an image of an ideal child, which is an impossible fiction, and then be filled with the complaints and dissatisfaction. They treat the idealized image of 100 point as a 100 points, and they gradually subtract from that. This is truly a judgment way of thinking. Instead, a parent would refrain from comparing their child to anyone else, see him for who he really actually is, and be glad and grateful for his being there. Instead of taking away points from his idealized image, they could start from zero. And if they do that, they should be able to call out to his existent self. Wow, this is another good Balmain moment wherein he's saying कि instead of subtracting from 100 में से मेरा बच्चा यहाँ कम है, यहाँ कम है, यहाँ कम है, why not let's start from zero and build it on कि wow, this is good, 10, 20, 30, 50, right? So the youth says, okay, but I would say that just an idealistic approach. So are you saying that even with the kind of child who never goes to school and gets a job, but just shuts himself in and stays home, one should still communicate one's gratitude and say thank you? So the philosopher says, of course. Suppose your shut in child helped you wash the dishes after meal. If you were to say then, enough of that already, just go to school, you would be using the words of such parents who detract from the image of an ideal child. If you were to take such an approach, the child would probably end up even more discouraged. However, if you can say a straightforward thank you, the child just might feel his own worth and take a few new steps forward. So the youth says, That's just utterly hypocritical. It's nothing more than the nonsensical talk of hypocrite. It sounds like neighborly love that Christians talk about. The community feeling, the horizontal relationship, the gratitude for existence, and so on. Who on earth could actually do such things? To which the philosopher says, with regard to this issue of community feeling, there was a person who asked Adler a similar question. Adler's reply was the following: someone has to start. Other people might not be cooperative, but that is not connected to you. My advice is this: you should start. With no regard to whether others are cooperative or not, my advice is exactly the same. Hello, Pranavi. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Karishma.
All right. Um, hmm. So, what is your takeaway? Anshika, are you there with us or you're busy in the kitchen? Pranavi, I think you just.
Yes, yeah, I was listening, but give me your point. Yeah, then I will continue.
Acha. Pranavi, you just joined in, right?
Yes.
All right. So today's chapter was really beautiful, wherein the author is talking about exist in the present. So if you remember, yesterday had talked about the point wherein we said that whenever we give some value to somebody, we feel worthy.
Worth of it. Yes.
Yeah, we feel worthy. Our worthiness comes from there. So today, the youth had a question that if somebody is, not able to give anything to us, that does that mean that that person does not have any worth? And to give an example, that the youth gave an example of a newborn child and bedridden old person.
Okay.
And to which the philosopher has given an example of how if your mother gets unwell, and so the author first the philosopher has first shared a perspective of, instead of finding the worth in the acts of people, start seeing the worthiness of a person in the being of them. Now the youth says that ये तो क्या फालतू की बात कर रहे हो, and this and that, how does that make even sense? So,
True.
which this person, philosopher shares an example of a mother. If your old mother, she meets with an accident, or agar unka accident ho jata hai and she is in a terrible state, how would you feel? Would you, wouldn't you want her to live another day? Wouldn't you be so thankful? Ki, "Arey wah, she's doing well for now." That is what he says, this worthy. उनकी worth तो हो गई ना. And to which,
True. True.
to
I
which
mean, at that stage, we feel, we pray to God that at least their presence will make us alive or something like that. True.
whether it is psychological level. So I was telling Anshika how my husband, likes ki jab main saath mein, even if we are not talking, but just being in that room also serves him somehow. Ki we both
Yes.
in the same room, we are not talking, we are seeing in our own phones, we are seeing whatever, doing our own things. Yet there is some different kind of satisfaction being there, right? So there's
Definitely.
something that
Yeah.
we are driving from each other. And because there is something that we find each other worthy of as well. And अगर वही मेरे घर के बाहर से कोई साइकिल से जा रहा होगा, तो it's not that that person is not worthy because that person is not doing anything for me. किसी और के लिए कहीं और कुछ ना कुछ तो वो कर ही रहा होगा. And even if he does not,
Yes.
his existence for somebody would mean something.
Yes. It's like the best example is my mom. She used to never come out of the come out of her room, but then she used to sit most of the times near the window. I would ask for what reason you're sitting, and she says, So many people are crossing the road and moving here and there. So that itself is a big time pass for me. So when we got shifted to another house where it's a kind of community where you don't see much people around, though the room is big, though everything is good, she is not at all happy because there are no people around her. That's absolutely okay if they don't talk to her or anything like that. But then she wants to see the people moving around her. So indirectly, they are adding worth to this to my mom's life, right? So I think the author is trying to convey that kind of scenario.
And then youth has also shared, and again he has shared ki, what about the person, the child who does not even go to school, and then he locks himself up in the home, and he doesn't want to go out and anything. What about that child? Ki wo to, he's not even going through an accident or anything, right?
True.
So this one says, the philosopher says that हमारी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम लोग बच्चे को ना 100 के पेडेस्ट्रियन पे खड़े कर देते हैं, एंड वेन एवर वी फाइंड एनी फॉल्ट इन द चाइल्ड, दैट गोज -5, -5, -5, -5. हाउ
True.
अबाउट स्टार्टिंग द जर्नी फ्रॉम जीरो? जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं उसके लिए +5, +5, +5 देते जाए.
True.
If a child is staying at home, he's not going to school, he's not doing anything, he's shutting himself in the doors, in his room. अगर वो डिशेस कर रहा है तो उसके लिए +5 दे दो ना. You
True.
can simply say thank you instead of saying ये बर्तन धोने से अच्छा तू स्कूल चले जाता.
True. True.
So this is what the entire thing has been talked about, and then at the end, Adler's reply to some question has been given, which I also talk about a lot. Charity begins at home. Start from your own self. Start from your own family. क्योंकि it is not possible कि दुनिया एक ही बारी में सारी shift हो जाएगी. But yes, what we can start with is our own selves, with our own families. We can experiment this, we can try it, and we can see what kind of difference we makes. Because हमारे आगे जो बच्चे आगे generations करने वाले हैं वो तो at least सीख जाएंगे ना. And when people see that this is actually working, so maybe others also start applying it in their lives. Yeah, that's what's
True.
my understanding of this chapter. I would love to hear it from Anshika now.
Yeah, why I'm messing names today? Sorry, Pranavi, not Raghavi. Oh God, sorry. Yeah, so when Pranavi was sharing today, I'm like Karishma also. I was, and it's on recording.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So Pranavi said that her mother wanted that someone to be around, right? The same feeling I had when I was like, when I came to US, I had no friend here, and like I had no one to talk, no one, and like the time I am awake, most of the people are sleeping in India, right? So it was not anything that I can do over phone also. So I used to sit on the window and just see people, and here, like where I was living, more of the people were traveling through car, and I was happy seeing them in car, not even walking. And if some kids come and play and some kids are walking, I will be so happy. So I totally resonate. Like for them, they are doing nothing for me, but for me, they were the source of happiness. So I totally resonate with that. And it was like forgotten. But when Pranavi gave this example, I'm like, okay, I also lived that thing, right? For a very long time. So that was a beautiful memory. So thank you, Pranavi, for sharing that.
Yeah, welcome, dear.
Yeah, so that was, and then I feel like yes, like even though we are more of like transactional thing, like what is it in for me, instead of like just be there, enjoy the phase, and that can be the same for other person as well. And one of the very interesting thing I like recently my daughter started asking. She is very much into insects. She love insects from the very beginning, and now she started asking, what's the importance of mosquito? Why do we need mosquito? Why do we need ants? Why do we need spider? And if you say in a bigger picture, we don't need those insects, right? And the other day
Even
we were
yesterday,
watching a
my own daughter
documentary, and
was
there is
asking, could you find a reason why do we need mosquitoes?
we do need mosquitoes. Yeah, so yeah, so
Daughter
that is a circle. So
my daughter was also asking me last night, why the okay, I understand all the life cycle and everything, but mosquitoes का क्या काम है भाई? हमारे को काटते रहते हैं. And I'm like, oh, that's a good question. That's a new question. And now you are also talking about it. So before we shut down this session, you let me know what is their purpose as well, so that I can share
yeah,
it.
sure. So yeah, one of the reason, like I'm sharing it now only, one of the reason of having mosquito is, imagine we don't get sick by biting mosquitoes, we would be much more casual about our health, right? Same way for the flies. So now that we know, we may transmit some, like, let's say dengue, chikungunya. There are a lot of things that can happen because of mosquitoes, right? Like normally mosquitoes are not dangerous, but yeah, so mosquitoes regulate population. So that is also a way, like they are so tiny, but they are regulating human population. And also they are transmitter of something, like, so we are scared of, we don't know which mosquito is what. So we take care of all mosquitoes.
Yeah, like
So that we don't get.
I'm the best example for that. I never go sick actually. So I'm actually like my this thing field is also like more of into the fitness kind of thing. Like more of I'm a like yoga trainer, but then I also go to gym and maintain my body as fit as possible. So all these days, I used to think that people are lazy to follow this fitness routine and all. And somewhere I used to feel a little superior to them, thinking that I'm the disciplined lady who is doing all this. Then I used to think, whenever I used to ask my husband, he used to say that I have few health issues. Due to that reason, I'm not able to walk. Otherwise, I'm very much zealous to walk. But the only thing is, I have few health issues. But then I used to think that he's just giving a stupid reason to continue a particular fitness routine. But then just few months back, I got chikungunya. That is due to mosquito bite. You get a certain, infection kind of thing that's called as chikungunya. Trust me, from that day, I suffered a lot. I seriously don't know what are joint pains and these knee issues and all that. Never in my life I faced it. That was the first time I faced it. Then I knew how does a patient feels, how a person feels if he has knee pains, if he has joint pains and all that. And I thought, whenever they sound something, that was absolutely genuine. I used to think that they're just giving a reason to get away from their fitness routine, I thought. But then I realized that your body should be perfect to support that fitness routine. So just due to one small mosquito, I broke my ego into pieces and and got that enlightenment. Every human being has their own health issues and it's not easy to all. So that's a tragedy in my life.
I love how the mosquito you know, helped you
Even,
with your ego or whatever it was.
even now, Karishma, I got cured. Then I just jumped into the gym and I have done those leg presses and all. Suddenly, again, I got that heel pain because that chikungunya, it's still existing in my body in, bits and pieces kind of thing. So again, I stopped. Now I'm having the heel pain. It's like, is this me who is facing all this? Now, like, I came to a stage where never, over here or never under, I mean, never, you should give respect to people's diseases also. I used to not do that before. I used to think that they're fit, they're just giving a reason, but that's not the thing. Really, they feel it from inside. Those pains will exist inside. So, yeah, my ego was shattered and I came to oh my God. Yeah, I took long time, I guess. So sorry.
Okay, we are here to share only. We are done with the chapter anyhow. Hmm,
Yeah, beautiful share. Yeah, and so true. Until unless we don't know, we don't know, right?
I know.
Exactly.
Now, what do you expect me to tell my daughter? Somebody
So
must help.
apart, yeah, their ego was broken, right? Teeny tiny, not sorry, not in that way. But yeah, it made a realization. We take care of ourselves. Imagine there is no mosquito. How will you take care of yourself? Pani agar cooler mein hai, to it would be like that only. You will not be careful of stagnant water. You won't be cleaning things if it was not for that, right?
You
True.
will get used to many hygiene habits.
True. Now I know a lot of reasons.
Yeah, they can easily catch such kind of things. And trust me, I don't know, poor child, if they don't listen, also, please don't mind Karishma, because I recently realized that, due to mosquitoes and all, lot of learning happens. So, yeah,
So let's come back to the learning of the chapter.
yeah.
Anshika, so what were you telling us?
Yeah, so I was sharing this only, that like like even we consider those things are not valuable, but like they in a small food chain, their importance is a lot. Like they are, like for example, mosquitoes that we were talking, they are food for many of the animals, like and that bigger animals are food for even bigger animals. So that's a chain, right? And they do other things as well, like pollination, and like there are a lot of things. We got to that point. So maybe it's not important for us, but if it's there in our existence, it is there for a reason. So instead of finding their reason, just own it and have enjoy or experience.
So how do you implement it? How do you plan to implement it in your lives? Let's discuss.
So most of the time, like I don't feel like, like now I have stopped questioning like why. Like I'm not asking that many questions why outside. I ask to myself, but not to others, like why this is there, why this plant is like this. Like it is there for a reason. I may not be aware enough to know that, but that is for a reason. So that is how it's helping me, like many of the times, like especially for people who we don't like come to our life, and we say like why is this person in our life, right? Why we have to, like my boss is mean, why he's mean, why he have to be this way or that way, like in any scenario. So we don't want those persons, why we have those people in our life. So
Mm.
again, that is the reframe. There is something we need to learn. That's why there, once what lesson we need to learn, we learn, they go, or they evolve, whatever it is. So yeah, so that's where my implementation is now, like instead of asking why outside, I ask why inside.
Mm. That's nice. That's a good way of being um being in now actually. Pranavi, would you like to share anything on this?
Could you just repeat the question again? The importance of now or something like that?
No, we basically were just discussing how can we implement what we have read in our lives.
Is it today's regarding, is it today's session or even yesterday's also, Karishma?
हाँ हाँ, कल का भी ले लो जब मर्जी का, वैल्यू होनी चाहिए. That's what I want.
Actually, yesterday I was just joking to myself ki how come the author say that, appreciation is different from encouragement, and appreciation didn't happen to a person. But then somewhere I remembered when today when my music ma'am was taking the class, uh, she was actually in the encouraging mood. She just told that this is the feedback, you work on it, and it works. I mean, she didn't appreciate, but then she tried to connect to the further feedback. So I thought, even in the case of children, I need to connect in the same way. Rather than telling, wow, you have done a beautiful, amazing work, instead, we can say that this is a thing, you have done it beautifully, and you can take few more tips, you can work on that, and I can give those few tips so that they can execute and go to a further level. So here I'm not praising their ego, not touching their ego. I'm just giving a proper feedback and inputs to them to travel further an extra mile.
Mm.
Whereas if I appreciate, they would be stagnant over there itself because they would be more delighted to get those praisey words and all. But
Yeah.
then they wouldn't know how to travel the extra mile.
They would not even know that there is another level to whatever they are achieving right
Yes.
now.
Yes. But yesterday it was very silly for me. But then today when ma'am was telling, because she takes so many classes around, so she would be well equipped with with all this kind of stuff. Then I thought, acha, ma'am is encouraging in this way. She's not praising, rather she's encouraging, I thought. So there I got the real difference. That was a learning from me because yesterday we thought about all this. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know the subtle difference between encouragement and appreciation. That was a good learning for me. And second thing, today what I have learned is like finally we all are social animals. So we need people around us. So we should never think that they are waste or they are not giving anything to my life, or they are not impacting me to my life. But rather, we being at a core level, we all are like social persons, social animals. So they are satisfying us in that social level, at that underground level. So I think, see, at times we forget to appreciate what God has given to us. So now, when you have taken this concept, I was like directly telling thank you to all the people who are around me, like the gardeners, or the people who are walking around, or the people who are selling the fruits on the footpath or whatever. So they all are contributing some kind of human connectivity with me at an unconscious level.
And
So
that's how, the he started with this as a community, It's about the community. It's not
yes,
about, two people, two people.
true,
It's
true.
larger than that.
Yeah, and you remember, Karishma, I told that girl, of course, she came in the YouTube also, in the media also, she has come up, that a girl has passed away in our community. That community feel is really there within us. Otherwise, if she would have been in another colony or something like that, we would have thought, poor child, she just passed away. But then, as she belongs to our community, we have that connectivity that we're feeling so sad for her.
When
So,
I was
yeah.
talking about her to my husband today in the morning,
Hmm. Hmm.
I was
I
telling
will.
telling
I,
him, yeah, ये पता है आपको, this girl was a doctor. She was writing her exams or something, and she
yeah.
jumped. And he
That
was,
is so bad, so bad. And even though her mom is crying, and actually her parenting, she's a motivational coach, Karishma. You can see her in the YouTube as well. So now the people are like, she's such a good mother, she's such a good motivational speaker. How can she lose a 26 years old daughter? There would be some mistake from the mother side as well. Maybe or may not be, Karishma, that we can't assure it, but then impact to रहेगा. Mother's impact will be on the child. Maybe at a superficial level people can't guess, but at a core level we can see she wants lot of publicity. She wants lot of viewers in the YouTube, in the media. Her mother wants it. Nothing wrong in that, absolutely nothing wrong. But then even the daughter tried to get lot of followers. She's having around 3000 followers, which is very big, right? So she was in I don't know in Hindi what they'll say, Maikam. She was in a Maya or something, wherein she thought that if she would jump from that particular height into the water, that video would fetch lot of likes to her. So somewhere, of course, mother didn't tell anything, but the mother's impact has fallen on the kid, knowingly or unknowingly. So mother is somewhere responsible, not directly but indirectly. She's responsible, and she has given permission to her daughter to travel with a boy and a girl. Only three people were there. So if she's not a motivational coach, nor if she's not anything else, she's just a normal mother, no one would point her out. You being the motivational coach, how can you send an unmarried girl with just one boy and a girl? So it is somewhere, it is actually somewhere insecure. If she would have written properly, this kind of questions wouldn't arise in the the public, because she has faced that these questions are coming out. And that too, she is a daughter of a motivational coach. Motivational coach is being fired because what kind of parenting are you doing, karke? But then I feel that at her place, few impacts will be there, knowingly or unknowingly. Never mother tells to teach us like that. But then whatever the mother does, the child follows unknowingly. No,
but the child was not that small either, na. Uska task
yeah.
to take care of the herself. It was not her mother's task.
Yes, yes. But then she was in a, she was in a kind of not pressure exactly. She got addicted to that kind of dopamine release, that if she gets the more number of viewers, she would fetch that release of dopamine or whatever. She would have a subtle clarity that what these viewers are for me. Are they responsible for my life? Are these viewers will get back to me, or something like that? She would have given that single thought. But that's fine. It happens.
That was her way of saying bye.
Yeah. I will just, if possible, I'll try to send a video wherein she will wave a hand towards the right bye, said left bye, and then miss you all. She said goodbye, and then she jumped into the water. So maybe she's
Maybe
see
it
Karishma.
was
See,
just
one
an
thing what I
accident.
feel to say is, uh, yes,
Maybe it was just an
I didn't
accident.
get
She
that.
was not intending to, die.
That is what, no, Karishma. She has packed everything and she was just about to come to Hyderabad and she just missed this spot. She took a U turn. She has packed everything from the resort. Check out bhi hua. Then somewhere there she just came and she just thought of giving such kind of, and that area is very rocky area. The moment you see, it's a common sense that the rocks are very deep inside the water. But then she's in a maya that she would get maximum number of likes. She just jumped in because the mother is in limelight. The daughter by unconsciously she's prepared to be in the limelight as well. If there is no passion of taking reels or no passion of getting followers and likes and all that, she would her mind would work at a normal level and she would have got a little clarity on that.
Oh, I don't know. I somehow I'm not able to, take care. What she did was her thing, but so I'm seeing it taking myself into that space. Okay. I would not want that to happen, but yeah. So it's not because of the mother. If mother is posting on social media, if mother is doing
Mhm.
something on the YouTube and everything, you cannot blame a mother for, uh,
Yeah. See, it's like, Karishma, I'll tell you one thing. If she's into some other field, people wouldn't have pointed her out. She itself is a motivational speaker. She's the one she works as a parents coach. She's the one who gives a lot of tips on the grooming a kid, and she was the one who has told that we should never depend upon the media nor the Instagram or anything. You should have your own individuality and all that stuff. She was the one who has told, and she has told that a woman should have she should be independent and she should know she should be a brave child to take decisions on her own. Then the trollings are coming that what kind of decision this girl has taken. The mother has told like this and the girl is like that. If she wouldn't have been a motivational coach, this kind of things the girl, I mean, the people wouldn't have pointed it out. But anyhow, media is a game. But as per me, what I feel is it was just an accident. It's a kind of karmic level. Some work and some relation will be there in the universe. She has ended that relationship with the mother. But then now the mother is in great stress ki she's not able to take why the people are trolling her daughter in the media in this way karke. She's in one more deepest pain ki how come my viewers are commenting the other way around. All these days I thought these were my viewers and I trusted that these are the good people, but then the other channels are spreading the news that she has done a suicide attempt because that girl she has waved a hi to the right, hi to the left, and then she said bye, and then she jumped. So
hmm.
there was a doubt key, our minds are meaning making machines. There was a doubt key, is she prepared to uh, uh, fall into the water? But the main fact what we know is it was just a speck of an accident. But yes, internally at a core level there will be reasons which would have impacted her. But then we being parents, we can't observe all that, no, Karishma. How can we guess?
Yes, 26 years old child is not a child anymore. They are a free bird. You
Yes.
cannot expect them to share everything that is happening in their lives with their mother.
Yeah. So it's
It's
like,
it's sad that the poor mother has to, face all of it. Anshika, what do you have to say on this?
For me, yeah, agree. A 26-year-old kid is not a kid anymore. She is a kid, definitely. And see, this is the
I had
example was
two
coming in
babies
my
at
head.
that time, yaar. Not a baby now.
Right.
I was
Yeah, by 26 years, you have a lot of things in your life. And again, it is a perception. So this is what I see. Like, imagine one father who is like alcoholic, who drinks, and then like those kind of things, and he's having health issues because of that. And there is he has two sons. Like, this is a very common, and we I'm pretty sure we must have seen that in our life also. Like, one son will say, no, because my dad was drinking, that's the reason all the family problem happened, all the health problem happened, so I won't be drinking it. And the other son says, what's wrong in it? My dad did it, I can do it too, right? So that's a perception. So that girl took her mother's that instinct, but not the other way around. She didn't judge it that way. And that is her intelligence. And again, we are not aware of higher purpose. As Pranavi was saying, right, she was in some kind of Maya, all of a sudden she went there, she knew. So we don't know what is the higher purpose of that. Like,
हाँ, वो
yeah,
कहते हैं कि अगर
that's
डेथ
why
ही,
I said,
अगर मौत
yeah, that
नहीं होगी तो पता नहीं, पानी पी के चोक होके भी मर जाओगे घर में बैठे हुए, व्हाट कैन यू डू अबाउट इट?
Yeah, so that was her way of saying bye. That's why I said in the very beginning, like, that was her way of saying bye. We may not be okay with the way it happened, but
True.
that was her way of going from
Yep.
the world.
Yeah. And she's a very good Bharatanatyam dancer. She has a good balance in her body and all that. I don't know. But then it's still a shocking news for me. But then I'll tell you a scenario. Maybe it would be useful to you ladies also. Just 3 or 4 months back, not 3, 4 months, maybe 7, 8 months. I can't count the I don't remember the months. But then we went to Pondicherry trip, and one of my friend was also there. I mean, we went from the community itself, and then her name was Aradhna. Aradhna's husband never spoke to me in the community. But then, when we had planned for that particular Pondicherry trip, when we were in the shuttle hall, no, he just came to me and he said that my wife is a kind of adventurous person. She loves trekking around. She will just move into those deep forests and all that. My humble request is, please put an eye on her. Even if she forces herself to get into trekking, or if she forces herself to swim or to move around in the deep forest areas, please don't allow her. I'm afraid of her. Pranavi, I would request you to please take care. This was the lines he told to me. And I said, absolutely no problem. You can trust me. I will take care of her, I said. Somewhere I feel that even when this child, even Aradhna is around 35 to 36 years, and the husband knows about her nature, and he just cautioned me that be careful about my lady. So I thought maybe mother, cause she was in the busy schedule, she was not able to tell to her friends. Otherwise, she would have just given a thought, I thought. But I don't know, mother might not have an idea that there is a rocky area and where they can swim and all that stuff. And she is a good swimmer as also. So, but what I feel is, when we send our kids around, it's better we advise to the other friends also that be careful, and my kid is kind of thing, so put an eye. This works, I guess. So this is a very simple tip, but then at least her friends would have helped. No, so if your children, or if anyone goes out also, just give a thought, or just tell to the people around that just put an eye on my daughter, or put an eye on my life partner, or whatever. But it works, right? So throughout the Pondicherry trip, I put an eye on Aradhna, that I'll take her safe and then reach her safe back home. So yeah, it's all an accident, but then these tips can be followed, I guess.
Yes, we
So
can be more mindful, we can be more careful.
yes,
But
at least telling to their friends.
yes, I still remember there was this singer child. He was a Sardar, and he went with his friends just for swimming, and he drowned there.
Yes.
It's been quite some time now, and it was very, this thinking, oh my God, he knew swimming and he just drowned in a swimming pool. How can then that be possible? But it is said that whenever the death, his destiny brings out death, you would not know which way does it
A-
go.
and Karishma, she's a good swimming pool swimmer. But then immediately my husband got scared, and he gave a call to my son as well. this was the incident happened. What is your response? He said, Papa, how can stones be inside the water? Because my son also has a knowledge of swimming pool water. She jumped in Tungabhadra river, Karishma. Its river is like underneath there will be so many animals, fishes, rocks and all. She was not conscious. She just thought that it's as easy as swimming in the pool. And suddenly, actually, she was swimming for some time, but the undercurrents immediately increased, it seems. And my children doesn't know that in rivers and all they have that fast undercurrents. So my son was asking, how come undercurrents would come and conquer her? Then we said it's a kind of whirlpool where it pulls the human being directly into the water. So then I thought, oh my God, even my kids doesn't know that what happens under the water. So I just got a chance to explain them that these things will happen. And trust me, I- of course, I'm in this fear factor. I'm just telling you that subtly you also give ideas to your children that underneath the river, it is totally different from the swimming pool. I don't know, Karishma. It may add any time in their life that what Mama said. It's better to give a thought. So I think I'm boring you, but then I'm still in that incident.
That's okay. All right, Anshika, you can take it. Let's meet on Monday, and we shall continue from here. The next
Yeah,
chapter that we are going to read about is people cannot make proper use of self. So I'm looking
proper use of self. Okay.
I'm looking forward to have you on Monday. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And
Yeah,
God,
yeah. Take care, darling. Bye bye.
bye, Pranavi. Thank
Yeah,
you. Good night. Sleep
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Have a
yeah.
wonderful week. Bye.
Bye bye.